We are playing, as you can see, Doki Doki, and this is the first time I'm playing it. But if you have seen this, please don't spoil it for anyone. Here we go. And this game is not, as you can read, it's not suitable for those who are children or easily disturbed. Everyone's actually seen this before, but this is my first time actually playing it. I mean, alright. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Would you like to review detailed content warnings, which contain spoilers? Alternatively, in-game content warnings can be enabled in the settings menu at any time. Yeah, why not? Thank you for your interest in Doki Doki Literature Club. It's a horror game. Please don't take this lightly. It may not be suitable if you are affected by any of the following themes: depression, suicide, self-harm, abuse. These, oh wow, but are often portrayed as realistic as possible, and thus may disturb you as if they were real. Furthermore, the above list is not 100% exhaustive. If you would like to be warned when potentially sensitive content is about to occur while playing the game, detailed content warnings can be enabled in the settings menu. For those with extra concern for their mental health, our recommendation of the safest approach is to avoid Doki Doki. We trust that, given your understanding of your own mental health, you are able to make the decision that is right for you. Thank you for your consideration and for your staying safe. By playing Doki Doki, you agree that you noted the game's age rating in your region, and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I agree. Okay. As you've heard, I've read that out. As you can see, this is not suitable for the easily disturbed. So, dialogue box size. Okay. New game. Joseph. Okay. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might just draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but kind of works out because you know each other for so long. Yeah, I get that. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me like this, I almost feel better running off. Better off running away. However, I should sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk unless I already catch up to me. I overslept again. I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Joseph. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, sorry. No, I'm not doing that again. Across the street together, make our way to the school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Joseph, have you decided on a club to join yet? Club? I've told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. Haven't even been looking either. That's not true. You told me that you were going to join the club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible I did, in one way, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, but I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you don't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die and the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. The hell's a NEET? Also, by the way, the way I'm recording this is by doing a live stream which I privated so that I could probably record a full-length episode on my PlayStation because if I just record it normally, I'm only limited to an hour. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look for a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Well, will you at least promise you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Well, why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Sorry. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Off her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it was over before I knew it. After I picked up another game console. After I packed up my things, I stared blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sorry wants me to check out some clubs. Guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. That's fair. Hello? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. Jesus Christ, how long was she spacing out for? Or I was spacing out for. I look around and realise I'm the only one left in class. I thought I'd catch you coming out, but I saw you sitting there spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me. It's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement. So I thought, No, what? Well, you should come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to join your club. Meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I'm aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the vice president title. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Fucking hell. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I can't have told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. Motherfucker. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. If I'm honest, I can relate. I can't tell if Sayori is really much of an airhead or she so cunning as plans all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the the school and up the stairs, a section that I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, new members here! I told you, don't call me in. Oh no, that's me. I told you, don't call me a new member. Yeah? I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy. Way to kill the atmosphere, bitch. Ah, Joseph, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All the words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredible cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour... Sorry. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. The small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Sayori, the smartest girl in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri appears comparable, more mature and timid. Seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Joseph. Monica smiles sweetly. We know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Wait, just a heads up, I'm gonna try and match their voices to what they say, like try and talk as like I'm them, if that makes sense. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You do, Monica. Come sit down, Joseph. We made some room. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me and Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Well, obviously I'm going to be sitting next to Sayori. Sorry, I get a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? Sorry, I've got an itch. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I already mentioned, it's been widened so there's one space next to Monica and one next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. I'll do the same thing. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like a little cat. Nice. Whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Oh nice. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with a mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. Turns the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet, can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet, full of flavour. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sorry, said, well, maybe. But not for you, you know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. Excuse me. After all, does a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Someone tells me that I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You'd probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics and around the major clubs. Feels nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Much rather do something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a good leader. Yuri nods in agreement. Now I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You can put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work to convince people you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. We know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm in literature. So Joseph, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I read this past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. For me, it's comic books. I mean, I can relate to my fiction, my character, because I like comic books and gaming. I muttered quietly, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much to read, I guess. Yeah, you can say that. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking. after seeing Yuri had this seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the room with a teacup with a finger. All my favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Oh, nice. And telling a good story is such a fun world and equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but so obvious by the way her eyes light up. She finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you in a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Alright, horror book ones. Just really grasps something I can relate at a minimal level. That's right, Yuri might have as well having a. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a brick wall. With a rock, I mean. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. Really? It's Yuri, she likes reading, so. What do you expect from her? Like, if someone as gentle as you. Oh, you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, but then I really can't put it down. Excuse me. Horror is often successful at changing the way we look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Sorry. Oh fuck no. Oh, it's probably talking about like I hate horror. What was that? Well, Nasuki's eyes started over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Nasuki? What? What gives you that idea? You have a piece of paper, a scrap paper behind last club meeting. Looks like you were writing a poem called. Hey, don't say it out loud. Someone I mean, to be fair, would be embarrassed as well. And give that back. Fine. Hehe, your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sorry, slides up behind us to get hands on her shoulder. I'm not cute. Nasuki, you write your own poems? Yeah, I guess so. I guess so sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Nasuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Oh, not very confident writer, I guess. I understand how Nasuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. To be fair, I agree with Yuri, because I'm currently writing a story of my own, and I know it's not like it's different from a poem, but that's actually some good advice. Do you have writing experiences too, Yuri? Maybe you should set some of your work. You can set an example and help Nasuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. Who knows, sorry. We all sat silent for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write poems of our own. Next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yuri's silent. Sorry. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now we have a new member, I think we can all agree. I think it will help us all get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Is that right, Joseph? Monica smiles warmly at me. Once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we're back on to the original topic of me joining the club, I've bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never agreed. I never said I would join a club. So Ori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and these are my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Joseph, I'm defensive against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. If writing poems is a price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lighten up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, it did scare me for a moment. If you really just came through the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Oh, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. That's good. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to the next meeting we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Joseph, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety running up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Joseph, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Yuri and I never walked home together anymore since she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. With that, the two of us departed the club room and made our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Well, will I be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I have the chance to grow closer to one of the girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that's the start of writing a poem tonight. Time to write a poem. Oh sure. Desire. Oh, Yuri. Smile. Misfortune. Scott. Okay. Why does she jump out scars? Judgment. Okay. Tears. Determination. Okay. So, why is Sayori jumping? She's... What the hell? Okay. Intellectual. Cute. Okay. Depression? Am I going mad? But did anyone else see sorry, jump out depression? Clumsy. Okay. Sparkle. Alone. Dark. What? Fireworks. Okay. Marriage. Okay. Okay, I'm worried about sorry. Because I put depression. I think like suicide. Hi Joseph, glad to see you didn't run away on us again. Alright, yeah mate, sorry. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Joseph. I hope this isn't too overwhelming for you. Overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into the literature club when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like you deserve any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here, hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry guys, Joseph always keeps his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking me, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. You almost set your house fire once. Is that so? Hee. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh come, you and Joseph can become good friends too. Sorry. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something to do, you know. Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So it's a nice gesture from you. It's a pleasant surprise. Makes me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make a big deal out of it if you don't want me to. If you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag, pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it will keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted to. That is. How is this girl accidentally being cute? So cute at me. She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. You can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing it and hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Man, looks like no one's to be bothered today. I slumped into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. It could probably seem gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. Look, I've got a speech impediment. Okay, leave me alone. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone, something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we need to do something to speak to their creative minds. What is this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Oh yeah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speaks to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, I'm hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies an unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori puts her mind to things that make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it could be like to see the world through her eyes. Well, I open my eyes to find Sayori's filling my vision. I nearly fell out of my chair. Sorry, wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now you're in a club, you have less time for anime, you know. You need to get used to it. Just say out loud. Glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You always look out for me, Sayori. That's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Huh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past year have you gone up on time? It's a secret. Knew it. Come on. At least give me a benefit of the doubt. How can we do that? Look, sorry, it's written all over you. Eh? Sorry glances around herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair sticking all over the place. Eh? Or my fingertips through and Sayori's hair trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair it's really hard to get right. Well, I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look at your bows. They're straight. And there's toothpaste stain on the side of on the corner right here. Try to right off with my fingers. Try to wipe the stain with my finger. But nobody will notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. Hey, and you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, what do you keep, what do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, so you'll thank me later. I started buttoning her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is it? Well, I was thinking about how weird it is to have friends do these kind of things, eh? Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy like this. I'm happy like this. Aren't you? Hey. I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. I said I want to close. Struggle to fully close the button near your chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever button it up, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs are getting bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, I look much better now, so I just feel so strange to see blazers, see Sayori's blazer button up like that. But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and swirl around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And if you were saying, and why are you saying it like that? Like it's a good thing, because if I had a boyfriend, he wouldn't let you do do things like this. He'd take care of me, not better than anyone else anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things, eh? Didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little early. Only if you only if you focus on going to bed earlier. I'm fine. This is deal. I guess we're better taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Hey, Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Joseph, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, my relaxation ends. Oh, excuse me. I can't believe I agreed to do something like so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull the poems out. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. Nice. I already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply. Okay. So, I think I'm going to do from top to bottom. So Sayori, definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. She's my girlfriend after all. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Joseph. Eh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez, I'm sure Yuri's opinion will have more constructive, would be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. Well, I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So, when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Joseph poem. This makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Okay. Sorry, hugs the sheet against her chest. Okay. You're so weird, Sayori. Hehe. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. Reminds me of how you feel. It just reminds me how you are really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. Okay. Geeks. I'm just doing something quickly. I'm sorry, I'm not really into it. Yes, it doesn't really mean but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, like I said before, Joseph, deep down you're not selfish at all. You know, trying something like this for other people, try new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people do. Thank you, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. And again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah. I'm going to make sure you have fun here, okay? Oh, that's good. That would be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay. Then, now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay. I love music. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. Oh, there's more. I'm on breakfast. Breakfast! Sorry. This is just a guess, but did you wait until the morning to write this? No. It's just a little bit. Can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last time. Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I'm still trying my best. Yes. Didn't mean to say like it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I mean, I skip breakfast. I get all cranky. I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thank you for showing me. This poem is so much fun. Monica's the best. Oh yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem next? Natsuki. What's happening? Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. I said all blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke my emotions. Probably because Sayori and Natsuki, Yuri, were jumping at like depressing stuff as well. We're trying to make it all cute or whatever. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? Oh, one difference about me and my character, so I'll say do it. Do it. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Oh, you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Basic, but to be fair, it's simple, basic, but get straight to the point. Yeah, I told you you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just being honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style will make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set it up for a rhyme, at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring feelings in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. Yeah, that's what I meant to. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I started to humour her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. Yeah, fair dues. Who should I show my poem next? Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. For many parties, I'm more than enough time for it to finish reading. Oh, sorry. Forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why'd you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess it might be after reading through it. Is it that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. Can't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't gone anywhere. This might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I'm kind of learning to pick it up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognise in new writers is that they try to make their style so deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they are form-fit the two together. And the end result is both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, and as if her demeanour totally changes, her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's something you can be blamed for. That's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Oh, to be fair, I'm learning so much about this. Okay, I mean, yes, writing poems and all that kind of thing, but like I said, I'm writing my own story, and this is actually interesting. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. Shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki, yeah, I'll be sure either. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literary club? I'm supposed to fucking read this. Goes under the light. The tendrils of my hair, tenderness of my hair illuminated beneath the amber glow of bathing. It must be one. It must be this one. The last remain. Oh! Tendrils of my hair. Goes under the light. Wait, hold on. Let me search up that word so I can properly pronounce it. Tendrils. The tendrils of my hair illuminated beneath the amber glow bathing. The tendrils of my hair illuminated beneath the amber glow bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing as of the present, but living in the past. The light flickens, I flicken back. Sorry for stuttering and having to reread the sentences, but the bloody Yuri's handwriting, so good, like, it's just like, with the way she writes her R's looks like an N. Like, don't you think? I mean, to be fair, that's actually kind of good. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty, eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. I usually write longer poems, not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Joseph. Really? Must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, best poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than simple stories or paint a picture. In this case, the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in a last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Oh, now that makes sense. How she's like currently in the moment, but can't escape the past. As soon as and soon to be left with nothing. I get it. That's so solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. I like Yuri. Like, both Yuri and Sayori are really supportive characters. And then there's, not Monica, Natsuki, who's just standoffish. And then there's Monica. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new here, new and everything, if you ever suggest for the club, like, new activities or we can do better, I'm always listening. Good leader. Don't be afraid to bring anything, okay? Bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I mean, it's Monica. She's the most popular girl in school. I feel much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Joseph. We all are a little embarrassed today, you know, but it's not that sort of barrier that we have to learn and get past soon. Hold on. Okay, I'm still broadcasting. Let's get out. But that's not the sort of barrier we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. Hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Ah, well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, maybe. Well, that may be the case, but there's always some similarities you wouldn't expect. In that way, the way she talks about you, sounds like the two of you really care about each other, others' well-beings, even if you show it in different ways, and it ends up more similar than you'd think. So I think that's kind of the vibe I would get from reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in that case, Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can't tell that she likes exploring new emotions, with happiness and sadness. Who knows? That someone so happy can enjoy sad things too. Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, each to their own. Suddenly, where the fuck did I read that word? And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. How the fuck did I get suddenly from reading that? I'm sure I'll end up trying something different. I end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find a kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'm always here to help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the poems the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I'm always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It could have been me. See the directions the sparkle protrudes. Nosy neighbour, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I can't see. A reel. Blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's not too late. My retinas. already scorched but with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. Why is it? What? It wasn't that too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realized now I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. So that's the poem. Like, so basically, the person on the other side is, so it's like a prison, like, at most. Like how the prisoners can see the outside, but can't access it yet, and everyone else can like look in and see everything that's happening, but they're free. Like, for example, like, and he on the other side was looking in, like he's like the viewer, like the audience. He's like the audience member looking at the person through the hole in the wall. Like, yeah, like he's like the audience. Sorry for diving into it, but it was actually interesting. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person for feedback. Hahaha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gone pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you can say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems for a bit. Epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, but it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe everyone's is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. You try so hard to perfect it, you don't make any progress. True, because it would make like if you're writing a story, like instead of like typing it, it will like leave like a massive spot of ink and won't make any progress. If you try so hard to perfect it, then you'll never make any progress. See? Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this: if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, it will leave a big dark puddle of ink. Just move your hand and let it flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. I was a little more stressful than anticipated. I mean, to be fair, that's understandable. First time writing and sharing it with like 4 other people, it can be a bit stressful for someone who's never done before. As if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Sorry, I'm just having a drink. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This literature club, after all, I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems, and they read in tandem, in which I'll watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language, eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you can say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I don't know. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Hey, you mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Well, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Joseph did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some advice of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate your offer, but I appreciate spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Joseph liked my poem too, you know. And he told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Where's the music? Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. What the hell? Eh? That's not why. Yeah. You're just stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Joseph appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go on my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Yeah. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? If I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew as big as soon as Joseph started showing up, Natsuki. I mean, that's big. Okay. Leave her to settle. Would I say that? Leave it. I said leave her to alone, but anyway. Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve you. That's no way to talk to your leader. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. Joseph, she's just trying to make me look back. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate simple things, simple writing is more effective, then it wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out to the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain to her, Joseph. Wait, there's a reason why there's a reason we have so many deep expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also waste. You understand that, right, Joseph? Well, how did I get dragged into this first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Of course, it's going to be. I have to agree with Yuri on this. Yeah, simplicity is good, but what's the point of having so many complex words and not use them in the writing? So, what? No. Oh shit! I should be reading. Sorry. Yeah, basically the character said Natsuki. When I said Natsuki, I thought oh well. But anyway, you know what should I say? Basically, you shouldn't say should be mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri didn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, hey, you're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I'm impressed. Well, it's less Well, here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they still put feelings into it, it becomes something personal. That's when Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you don't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, Nori has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. And I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sorry, you know what? I'm going to do that. It will spare me having to look at your faces right now. Bitch. Natsuki snatches her poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples the poem with her hands, throws it in the trash. Natsuki! She really didn't need to do that. Look across the classroom. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sat adjacent to the chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. Can't believe I acted like that. Probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gone frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you, I mean. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Joseph. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as part of the club now. Yeah, it's nothing. To be fair, like, I'm on Yuri's side. Like, Natsuki shouldn't have acted out like that and shame Yuri for, blossoming early. One more thing. The one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do that, never do anything so shameful. So, hey? What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Go idea. Make enough for one more person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. Now, how did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Joseph, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. If it was neat thing to talk about with everyone, awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. Think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about what kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nodded to myself with newfound determination. Joseph, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hee. Sorry beams at me. It's really been a while since Saori and I spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Saori, about what happened earlier? Eh? What do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them at all. Just wanted to see your opinion, that's all. I see why they made good friends with you. For you. Joseph, it's nice that I spend time with you in the club, but I think you get along with everyone that makes me the happiest. I think everyone likes you too. That's... everyone, every day makes it so much better. Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sarah still hasn't caught onto the situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. That's Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Right, I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to save. So, if you had fun, please like and comment below if you want, part 2. So I'll see you guys later.